What's up, everybody? This is your boy Andrew, and today we're going to do a follow-up from the previous video. Um, we're going to look at the preview cards for the new expansion block for Shadowverse, Verdant Conflict. And as you can see, I'm on the official site right now, so we're going to just get right into it and see what's available. So as you can see from the opening page. As you can see in there are the two characters from the trailer, and as it says in the middle, the verdant soul of conflict springs forth. Verdant conflict. So we're going to read the little summary we have here. So okay, so as it reads. Venture into the deepest woods to unravel the secrets behind the lost ancient civilization in Shadowverse's 14th card set, Verdant Conflict. This set of 114 cards will launch at the end of September with 97 initial cards and 2 new leader cards, with an additional 17 cards, a new gold card for all 9 classes, and a new legendary card for all classes with the exception of neutral coming in November. So, a new mechanic, crystallize, will be introduced with this card set. Crystallize is a follower effect, which allows you to play a card as a amulet for the crystallized cost when you don't have enough play points to play the card for its original cost. Verdant Conflict further explores the iridescent world of natura. I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Natera, sorry. First introduced in Shadowverse's main story, navigate your way through the evergreen and divided land of Natera alongside familiar comrades with a new neutral trait and unleash the beast within you. The verdant soul of conflict springs forth. So, as you can see from the summary, there's going to be at least 114 cards will launch at the end of September with the initial 97 cards and 2 new leader cards first, and then the additional 17 cards will be introduced later on. And as you see, they've added a new mechanic called crystallize, and as I said before, so basically you'll be able to, if you don't have enough play points to play the card, you can use the crystallize effect to play your follower cards as amulets. So that's pretty much what's going on in the new expansion pack. So let's go down and see what cards are on the site right now. Okay, so let's continue. So as you can see, we've got some force craft, cards. There's 3 at the moment. So let's see what they are. So the first one uh, is called Latica, the Stone Claw. So as you can see, it's it is of the craft class. It's a legendary, and it has the trait natura. So unevolved, fanfare. If you have at least 2 fairies in your hand, deal 4 damage to an enemy follower. So also another fanfare. If an allied Nataran Great Tree is in play, gain the ability to evolve for 0 evolution points. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. Also the evolve effect. Put a send them packing into your hand. So what exactly is the stem unpacking? That looks very interesting. It sounds very interesting. I like the card design for Latika. She looks like a tiger slash human hybrid. Looks pretty cool. I like the art style. Uh, okay, so let's move on. Now we have a looks like a spell card, which is called Fertile Ether, which is a one costing forest craft card. It's a silver, and it also has the trait natura. So as it reads, put a Nataran Great Tree into your hand. Put this, if this is your fifth turn or later, recover one play point. If this is your 10th turn or later, draw two cards. Okay, it sounds pretty interesting. Alright, so next, let's go on to the final Force Craft card that's available. So, it's called Willy Puck, which is a 4 costing Forest Craft creature. It's a bronze, and it has no trait. So, okay. Now, the unevolved, it has crystallize 1, countdown 3. So that means this card, if you don't have enough to play this card in a moment, if you don't have enough play points, if you don't have 4 play points, you can play this for 1, and you'll have to wait at least 3 turns for it to count down as an amulet. So at the end of your turn, put a fairy into your hand. And also fanfare, put 2 fairies into your hand. So there is no additional effect when it's evolved. So I like the design. It looks pretty good, especially as evolved look. Looks pretty good, and it has a very interesting name, Willy Puck. Yeah. But I think the crystallized countdown effect is reasonable. So okay, so moving on, we're going to go now to Swordcraft class. So, like I mentioned in the video prior to this one, that I knew that this guy was going to be a legendary. So let's see what he was. Okay, so now let's see what his name is. So his name is Bellion, Sovereign Light. I mean, that's a very interesting game for a name. Very interesting name for a lion guy. Okay, I could go with it. So his name is Balion, and he is a forecasting legendary creature, which I did say he would be a legendary creature. Whenever you see that as a trailer, and you see those characters in those trailers, they are going to be legendary cards most of the time. Well, at least 90 to 95% of the time, they're going to be legendary cards. So, as it reads, it's a legendary, which I already said before, and it has the natura trait. So unevolved, it has ward, and fanfare. Give your leader the following effect. Whenever your play points are restored through a card's effect for the first time on each of your turns, put a King's Might into your hand. This effect is not stackable and lasts for the rest of the match. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. It's a good effect to have, and it's a 4 costing legendary. It's pretty good. So when it's evolved, it's pretty much the same thing. It has ward and the evolve effect. You recover 1 play point. It sounds pretty good. Pretty good card. I actually really like its fanfare. So once you play it, the effect lasts for the rest of the game. I always like cards where it gives you an advantage. Sometimes it can be a disadvantage, but in this case, it's it's not a very big advantage, but it's a very interesting effect. So moving on. So we have a mirror image, which is a 2 costing swordcraft spell. And if you notice the character or characters on the card, you notice for those who play Shadowverse, you notice that this is actually one of the Kanoichi from I think the basic set. So let's see what it reads. Okay, so it's a swordcraft, it's bronze, and choose an ally follower in play and summon a copy of it. Give it rush and banish it at the start of your next turn. Okay, that sounds pretty good. So you're able to summon a copy of a current card that's in play. Give it rush, which is also a plus, and you will have to banish it at the end of your turn, which is a reasonable loss. Okay, so it's pretty good. Overall, I like the Violin card. Pretty good effect that he has. So let's go down to Dragoncraft. So there's only one, and I figured for some reason that I don't know if he is the antagonist, but let's just say he's the antagonist. That the antagonist would be put under. I was expecting him to be like a shadow or a bloodcraft class, but I guess they have him under dragon because he does kind of look like a dragon elf hybrid. Now that I'm looking at the card. Okay, so let's see what it reads. So his name is Valdane, Cursed Shadow. So it's also a 4 costing legendary creature. It also has the trait natura, and its unevolved effect is fanfare. Put a shadow's corrosion into your hand. Hmm. So in its evolved state, it has Bane, and evolved, reduce the cost of all shadows corrosion in your hand by 2. Okay, sounds very interesting. Alright. So overall, the look of the card is pretty good. I like the unevolved and the evolved design. It's well done. I like the background. It's pretty good. So I'm guessing these shadows corrosion, and since when you evolve it, all shadows corrosion reduce the cost of those cards are reduced by 2. So probably it costs like say 3 or 4. It's pretty overall. It sounds like a pretty good card. So let's move on. Next, we're going to cover the Shadowcraft class, and there's only one at the moment. So as you can see here, we have a new card. So it's called Lubel, Necrofamily, which is a 5 costing Shadowcraft creature. It's legendary, and it also has the trait Natura. So unevolved, it has the fanfare effect. Put a Nataran Great Tree into your hand. Summon a Necrofauna. Sounds very interesting. What is a Necrofauna? Okay, so whenever an allied Nataran Great Tree is destroyed, summon a Necrofauna. So, and the evolved, whenever an allied Nataran Great Tree is destroyed, which, well, it's basically the same thing. You summon a Necrofauna. Okay, so aside from the card and its effects, I like the overall style. I like the artwork. Very interesting background. It complements the character Lubel very well. So moving on. Okay, so now we're going down to Havencraft. Okay, there's only one. So let's see. So we have a Featherfolk Punisher, which is a 2 costing Havencraft creature. It's silver, and it also has the natura trait. So unevolved. Whenever an allied amulet comes into play, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader. Whenever an allied Nataran Grey Tree comes into play, deal 1 damage to a random enemy follower. So, and the evolved is the same as the unevolved. It looks pretty good, and it's a decent effect for a silver card, especially one that costs 2. It's pretty good. Okay, let's move on to the next class. Alright, so we have the neutral class, and I guess this is the last one here. So we have a Desert Pathfinder, which is a 2-costing neutral class creature. Its rarity is gold, and it also has the natura trait. So unevolved, last words. If there are no allied Nataran Grey Trees in play, summon Nataran Grey Tree. So, in its evolved effect, evolve, put a Nataran Grey Tree into your hand. Last words. If there are no allied Nataran trees in play, summon a Nataran Grey Tree. Okay, so it's the same thing as the unevolved, last words, but added there is you can put a Grey Tree into your hand. Alright, so those are the cards that are available on the site at the moment. They sound pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to playing with the Violin and Violin, especially with the mirror's image. It looks very interesting. But I have to say also too that I am looking forward to playing with the Willy Puck, because when I first started playing, I originally started out with the Forest Craft, and then I moved on to other classes. But the effect that it has is actually very, very interesting. It's very I would say it's a good card to have in your deck, because if you don't have enough to play at the moment, or you just want to get it out on the field quicker, you can always cast it for its crystalize cost, which is very affordable. It's 1. You only have to wait at least 3 turns, which is not bad. Plus, it's a 3/4. When you evolve it, it becomes a 5/6, so that's actually pretty good. So, yeah, you have to excuse the sound of the vehicles outside. So, because I live right to the road, so yeah. So I have to hope that there isn't some kind of big truck or something passing by making a lot of noise. So that's really all the cards on the site right now at the moment. They're very interesting. I hope to see a lot of interesting gameplay with these cards. So these are what are on the site right now. So probably later on they'll add some more in the following week, leading up to the release of the new set. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Uh, and well, that's that. So once again, thank you all for watching. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Stay safe. Have a great day. God bless.